Rise and shine. Pour yourself a cup of coffee and tune in to Good Morning Aurora. News, weather, and really cool interviews. Monday through Friday from 8 to 9 a.m.
Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. The time is 9:59 a.m.
I believe so.
Yep. Just about 10, almost. Where you are watching the second largest city's first daily news podcast, and it's a new and special day today. We've got we got a we got a star in the building. I would like to say, first of all, before we get started, and I turn the mic over to this great young man, Good Morning Aurora is proud to welcome and introduce our newest team member, our mentee from the Waubonsee Community College Triumph Mentoring Program, Brett Puttin. Hello, Brett.
Hi, Goodies.
How you doing?
I feel fantastic.
Let's hit the claps for Brett. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. Feeling good today?
I feel great. I've been looking forward to doing this ever since that luncheon at Waubonsee.
That was a good one.
Yeah, and I thought I'd be doing this, but here I am.
All
Gonna
right.
be happy.
All right. Good to have you, man. Good to have you. So we are in downtown Aurora at our home base. You guys have been seeing us at our studio, our satellite office, but it's good to be back home. So, Brett, where are you from?
I'm from Batavia, born and raised.
Okay. All right. Jen Ingram is here. Jen Ingram says, hi, Brett, and congratulations. Jorge Castillo is here. He says, hi, Brett.
My man, George. I love that guy.
All right. Good to have friends that support you, right?
Yeah.
Me and you met at Waubonsee Community College. That was a good one that day. Yeah, glad you're here. So what's the Triumph program for anybody who doesn't know?
The Triumph program is a program at Waubonsee, and it's for all students.
Mm-hmm.
It's similar to the TRIO program that I'm also
right.
in.
Okay.
But Triumph is like another group.
Okay.
It's helpful to all students, and it welcomes everybody. It doesn't, like...
What's TRIO?
TRIO is another program at Waubonsee. It helps first-generation students, like basically every student.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's like
That's good.
It's tough to explain. I'm like,
Okay. You got to go to Waubonsee, right?
yeah, definitely.
Jen says 3 of our family members went to Waubonsee. Q was in TRIO and Triumph. Oh, that's good. That's good to know. That's really good to know. Good. So we got people in the chat who know about the TRIO and the Triumph program. That's good. The time is 10:02 a.m. I saw in your notes you're a Sopranos guy. You like Sopranos?
Me and my dad have been watching that
Who's your favorite character?
for a while. Tony.
Tony?
Of course. I'm like, Tony's the
man.
man. He takes
Tony,
care of business.
Oh, my God. Come on, man. Everybody knows Junior is the best. Well, actually, I like Paulie, though, too. Paulie's the man.
Yeah, like Paulie. Straight to the point kind of guy.
Exactly. The jacket. Oh, man. Jen wants to know, do you know Dr. Sharetz? Is there a Dr. Sharetz? Is that a person at Waubonsee, Jen? Huh.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Well, I go to the Sugar Grove campus mainly.
Oh, that's
so
right.
Maybe I'm not sure if Dr. Sharetz is at the downtown campus.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah.
Because we're around the corner from the downtown campus here, 18 South River Street. That's right.
Yeah.
Jorge Castillo says Sopranos. He says he misses that show. I miss that show too, Jorge. That was a good show, boy. That was a good one. That was a good one. I like Paulie, though. Paulie was my man. I really did dig Paulie.
Like, my dad and I have been watching shows on HBO.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I remember before that, we watched Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh, I used to love that show.
Which is honestly the funniest show. Like, if you're a Seinfeld fan and you haven't seen it, you gotta check it out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, Curb was my show, man. God, that was good TV.
Like, I heard they're shooting a 12th season, and it's gonna release sometime next year. So.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Brett, what's your hobbies? That's what Jorge wants to know. What's your hobbies? What makes Brett Brett?
Well, last year in October, I started going to the Q101 meetups, and that's where I met George, Steph, Meredith. Like, so many people had those radio events, and I've been going ever since. I love listening to music. I love guys.
Good.
I like a lot of things. Like,
Okay.
I could go on and on, but I only got so much time.
Yeah, we only got 30 minutes. Perfect. Where were you born and raised? You're from Batavia. That's right. Yeah, you and I were talking about it today. You and I you had a honey oat latte this morning from Treadwell. And
good.
me and you got to know each other a little bit more. Batavia High School, shout out.
Yeah, class of 2019.
All right. Jen says, yes, you interview her. I'm going to look into that. Tina Cornelius Polly?
Oh, yeah, that's a cousin on my dad's side.
Hi, Tina.
Hi,
Good morning
Tina.
to you. All right. And Ginger Aduska Gallagher is here, too.
Hi, Ginger.
All right. So you're a car guy. You like Sopranos. But there's something else about you that I like. You're a Sox fan, right?
Yeah, born and raised.
Okay. All right. And you have the Sox schedule for next year going up until, I think, March is on there, right?
Yeah, it's the spring training schedule.
Okay. How the Sox doing this year?
I don't even think I could say it. I'm like,
well, we don't got to hold on. We don't got a button for the. You got to keep it nice on the radio.
they didn't do as good as we thought they would, to say
Sure.
the least. I'm like, we went to game 3 against the Houston Astros. That lovely team as always, right?
Right.
But, yeah.
Okay.
It's like, we got the bites. We make sense on paper, but we just don't know what to do.
Right. That happens to me every now and then. It looks good on paper, but sometimes you don't know what you're doing. Brett, you're going to fit in good around here. Brett is very passionate with the Sox. He bleeds the Sox. I think that's great, man. That's great. Thaisa, good morning to you. So when I have to tell you, Brett, I stopped watching baseball when I was a young guy. You got me involved in baseball again. This is the most I've ever talked baseball. So thank you very much for that,
No
man.
problem.
All right. Black and white all day. I love
Let's
it.
go.
Kristen Arrigo is here. Good morning to you, Kristen.
Morning, Christian.
All right. So tell us about Q101.
Well, I've been listening to them since high school. I'm not sure if one of the hosts is listening. I know that Lauren goes on right after the morning crew.
Right.
And that goes from 6 to 10 a.m. But I've been listening to them since high school, and I'm still listening to them today because the hosts are great. They play great music.
They do.
And plus, I'm like really down to earth host. I got to interview Brian for a paper I wrote for my English 102 class that I took.
Who's Brian?
Brian Haddad from Brian, Allie, and Justin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like the morning show, but Allie didn't re-sign her contract, so it's just Brian and Justin.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I've been listening to Q101. Brett, I have to tell you, this may come as a surprise to some of the listeners, but I've been listening to Q101 since the 90s. I am ancient. I'm a dinosaur here. But, yeah, I love Q101. Good stuff.
Yeah, Brian was sludge back then.
Ah. There we go. We got it.
Super nice guy.
So, Brett, you're going to be here with us. You are part of the team now. You are part of the Good Morning Aurora family. And I have to tell you, young man, I'm proud to have you on the show. I'm proud that you're going to be with us, and look forward to working more and more with you, okay?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Why don't you do us a favor? Take us to a little bit of the Sox news and give us the first five locations and schedules, if you could, please.
Yeah, of course. Well, this is just the spring training schedule, and that starts on February 25th.
Okay.
And the first team they're playing is the San Diego Padres, followed by the Angels on the 26th, the Seattle Mariners on the 27th, the Arizona Diamondbacks on the 28th, the Cleveland Guardians. I'm still getting used to that name on the...
I was going to say Guardians. Who the heck are the Guardians? The Indians. But yeah, the Guardians.
Yeah.
Let me scratch that up. Okay.
And then, like the Colorado Rockies on March 2nd.
Colorado Rockies.
I actually got to meet Charlie Blackmon.
You did?
Yeah, my family and I, we went to Wrigley Field. I know, that's like the one place.
Yeah, hold on, bro. How are you? What kind of, well, unless you're going to watch the Cubs, crosstown claim. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I'm like, my dad, you used to work with Charlie Blackmon's father, so like that. Wow. So we got tickets to that game. We got to meet Charlie, super nice guy.
Okay. Yeah. Candy Kruger is here. Good morning to you, Candy Kruger. Lori Jedrasek is here.
Hi, Lori.
Hi, Lori. And Tracy Duran is here. She says, I remember listening to Murphy in the morning on Q101. I remember that, too. I remember that, too. Holy cow, that's a good memory. That is a good memory.
I figured that.
Yeah. Maria Gianelli Creevy is here.
Hi, Maria.
Hi, Maria. And Lori says, you're killing it, bruh. She
Thanks,
says, you're
Lori.
killing it. Oh, hey. Everybody's like, who the hell's the other guy, Curtis? We don't know this guys. Gabriel Bradford's here. Good morning to you.
Hi,
the time
Gabriel.
is 10:11 a.m. And Tracy says she loves seeing Brett here. I do, too.
Thanks, Tracy.
Do, too. Absolutely. Good Morning Aurora is proud to have Brett come on to the show and be a part of the show. Shouts out to our friends of Waubonsee Community College and the Triumph Mentoring Program. That's at the Sugar Grove location, right?
Yeah.
Right. But did you used to go to the downtown one here, Waubonsee?
Well, I only went to the downtown of where camp is for one semester.
Oh, okay.
So, but I've mainly been going to the Sugar Grove one.
Okay. Me and you this morning were talking about Chicago, but we were talking about Streeterville.
Yeah.
Shout out to Streeterville, man. Yo.
Nice neighborhood.
Nice neighborhood. Yeah. Okay. All right now. That's what I like about you, Brett. You know your city inside and out, man. You really do.
Yeah, I got family on the north side, south side. We've been here since 1904, so 1904? We're not leaving. Yeah.
You look really young for 1904, young man. What's the secret?
Well, I found the fountain of youth in my own bathtub, so maybe that's why.
Well, if you got the recipe, man, let a brother know. Text me later. Jackie Waldier is here. I hope I did not mess your name up, Jackie. Jackie says you're a natural, my brother. And Sean Anagans is here.
Yeah. Hey, Sean, how's it going?
Hey, Sean, what's happening, my brother? What is happening? Maria Gianelli says hi, Brett, and Mary Weber Marceline too.
Hi, Mary. How is Zuni doing?
All right. Brett, look, we got something more important to talk about. Let's talk turkey now. Best wings in Chicago.
Well, I mainly stick to like pizza places. I still gotta do some.
You don't like wings?
I love wings. Who doesn't love wings?
But you like pizza more than wings?
My family mainly sticks to pizza places and hot dogs. Really, I want to explore the food more in the city beautiful.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll tell you this: there used to be a place on the north side, right around Wrigleyville, that was called Houndstooth. Any of the listeners know a place called Houndstooth? Back in, well, this was years ago. It's over 10, 12 years ago, but maybe even longer than that. But there's a place called Houndstooth. Can't think of the street that it was on. It was right around the ballpark around there, and it had great wings. Excellent. It's an Iowa State bar. Anybody in the chat remember Houndstooth? Jorge says he doesn't remember that. Well, maybe I'll try again later. Mario Zavala's here. He says,
Mario.
Go, Brett. Hey, Brett is a food explorer. And Sarah Jacobs, good morning to all you guys. The time is 10:13. You're watching, well, you're watching Brett. You're watching Brett on Good Morning Aurora. All right, best pizza.
Well,
you gotta knock out the park with this one, man. Where's the best pizza at?
I know, like, it's not as big as, like, Paisano's or Gino's East, but the best pizza, in my opinion, is Aurelio's. But the one in Homewood with the old oven, that is the best one.
Okay,
like,
all right, I'm feeling that.
My mom grew up there, and, like, she still has family.
You said Homewood?
Yeah, Homewood, Flossmoor.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Scratch that up, DJ. Brett, are you talking about like around the area like Vollmer Road?
Yeah, I believe so.
Brett, that's my old hood. Hold
no
on now.
way.
Yeah, I'm originally way back in the early days. I grew up in Harvey, man.
What?
Yeah.
I
hold
know
on,
that
bro.
area.
Oh my goodness. I just got the chills. Damn. And we got a heater. Anyway, Jorge says, nice, Brett, liking that. Yeah, Aurelio's, that's good pizza. That is good pizza.
Yeah, and, like, they got a location in downtown Geneva as well, so we go there pretty often.
Right.
It's closer to home, but
Gino's East is good. Gino's East is
yeah,
good
like,
pizza, too.
I love Gino's East. And Connie's right by, I still call it Comiskey, so.
Oh, I call it Comiskey, too. I do, too.
But
yep, absolutely, bro.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
the best. They have the best cheesy garlic bread. Like, I swear.
Yeah, Connie's 26th Street, 28th? What is
Yeah.
that? Is that around?
Yeah.
Jorge, you know where that's at? Where's that Connie's at? I think that's like 26th Street, somewhere around there.
Yeah, definitely.
Jorge says Midlothian. Shout out to Midlothian. Shout out to the whole Midlothian. All that back there.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I love it, man. Bob Woslek.
Oh, hey, Bob. How's it going?
Hey, Bob, how you doing? What about Bob? Another great movie, right?
Yeah.
Another great classic. And Robert Acurio is here. All right.
Hey,
Shouts
Bob.
out to all you great people. Gabriel Bradford is here, too. Congratulations, Brett. So happy to work with you on the GMA team. That is right. Yep. Gabriel Bradford is another young man. He is our current intern right now for Good Morning Aurora. You met Gabriel.
Yeah, I met him last week.
Yep. Gabriel just turned 18 years old last week on Sunday. So shouts out to Gabriel. All right. And Egli Christina Milavikas is here. Good morning to you as well. Okay, the time is 10:16. So we talked about pizza. You gave us some of the sports, some of the socks. Now, there's something else that you and I were talking about. Remember what we were just talking about when Monica was here?
Yeah.
We were talking about what I think is probably the #1 holiday movie, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. And if you're a Chicagoan, you are a Chicagoan, you got to know Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. What do you think about that movie? Or is that your favorite holiday movie? Do you have a favorite?
A great movie. It's so tough to pick a favorite. I'm like, John Hughes was a genius.
No, he was. He was.
Like, really, that's like asking me to pick a favorite day of the week. It's like they all have their ups and downs. But
I don't know about what do the listeners. We got to see what the listeners think. What do the listeners think? Do you guys have a favorite day of the week? I think most people are going to say Friday, bruh.
I meant to say, like, that's like asking a mom to pick a favorite kid.
Oh, yeah, that's not going to go good, typically.
Yeah.
You don't want your mom doing that. All right. Jorge says Blues Brothers.
I watch that movie every Christmas.
That's a good movie. That is another good movie. Keeping it one thing about that movie that's a fact. So Blues Brothers, the mall chase scene is in that's the mall around the corner where I grew up at. That was right around the corner from my house.
Yeah.
Yep. But unfortunately, it was a dilapidated shell by the time I grew up. But it was a good memories. Good memories. Brian O'Dwyer is here. He says, "Nice job,
Hey,
Brett." OD. Oh, I
Yeah.
like that. I like that. OD.
He's a family friend.
All
so,
right.
yeah.
Good. Cami Photo Booth is here as well. Good morning to you guys. The time is 10:18 a.m. So, Brett, what makes Chicago special, in your opinion?
Well, it's full of awesome neighborhoods, a ton of groups, ton of culture. Like, really, like, we got, obviously, when people think of Chicago, they think of Capone, but it's
Right.
so much more than that. Like, we got
Absolutely.
the L train, we got the best skyline in the country, but that's just my opinion. But
No, I'm with you, bro. I'm with
Yeah.
you, bro. I am. I do think we do. I've never been to New York, so I'm not gonna diss New. I would like to go see the skyline, but I'm a Chicago guy too, born and
well,
heart.
again, like both sides of the family have called Chicago home for a long time and known that we're still here. I'm
1908,
1904. So.
1904. Oh
Yeah.
wow. Well, one of the things that I like the most about our city, which I think makes us unique and special, is that I think that like the blue collar, the blue collar feel is real strong,
Yeah,
stronger in
definitely.
Chicago than maybe most places.
And the thing I love about it the most is obviously the people. Like, I swear, every time I have gone down there and like needed to ask for directions, I always ask it. Like, they're boosting and they're always happy to help you out. Like, really, going to any other city, you don't get that.
No, you don't get that. You get a bunch of jerks.
Yeah.
Bob says Chicago has Q101. That's a fact.
Yeah, we do.
You know what? Bob. Yo, Bob. I like Bob.
Yeah, Bob is a
I
great
like
guy.
Bob. Bob is a great guy. Q101. I've been listening to Q101 since I was like 10 years old. I remember when Nirvana was the new thing, and like, holy cow,
They
good
still
memories.
play Smells Like Teen Spirit every now and then.
Absolutely.
So,
Hey, wait. I don't want to get. I ain't got a license for this voice. Now, here's the thing. Lori says you sound great.
That's good.
Have you ever heard of Malort? Oh God.
Hey, everyone at Q101 knows Malort is the nectar of the gods.
Bruh, the nectar of
Shout
the
out to
gods.
Lauren.
Oh
Got me
man.
hooked.
Yeah. There's a bar. What the heck is the name of that joint? Oh man, it's been a while since I was out, carousing the streets of the north or the
Murphy's,
west
Cubby
side.
Bear.
Cubby Bear. There it is.
Yeah.
That's a good bar. Good place.
I was there for the Halloween pop-up show that Q101 did.
Oh
so-
really? I think I saw that picture. That was
Yeah,
dope. That
it
was really dope.
awesome.
Awesome. But yeah, Malort, I remember, everybody's got that typical how did you first find out about Malort story. I wasn't there. It wasn't Murphy, or it might have been Cubby Bear. I think it might have been Cubby Bear, but in there yakking it up, and some dude, shots all around, get this guy, he winked at the bartender, get this guy the special. Malort. And I'll never forget. It tasted, you know what? I don't like sake. You ever had sake?
Can't say I have.
Sake tastes like hot melted nails to me, and I thought I'd never taste anything worse than that until I had Malort. Sake tastes like Sprite in regards to Malort. Tracy says, nectar of the gods. I love it. Yeah, that was a good one, wasn't it? Pop Punk, Jorge Castillo. Taylor Renee is here. Good morning to you, Taylor. The time is 10:22. So, Brett, when did you become a baseball fan? Were you been a fan ever since?
Sox fan, born and raised. My
Okay.
dad, he's like a baseball encyclopedia. You could say a random date, and he'll know what went down.
Oh, he's one of those dads.
He knows, everything there is to know about baseball.
Yeah.
You want to have a baseball conversation with him, he's the guy to talk
He's
to.
one of those guys, old Chicago. I was there when Willie Mays knocked out. The date was 1961. Let me tell you, popcorn was 10 cents back then. Jorge says, I had Malort out of a spray bottle.
Oh, I
Good
remember
God.
that.
You were there?
No, I just
Oh.
saw the video that Q101 posted. I couldn't make that one, but it looked fun.
Oh, that sounds pretty cool, man. Lord out of a spray bottle. Yeah, Q101 is, I have to say, definitely. Q101, V103, WNUA 95.5. Those are the radio stations I listen to. But I got something for you listeners out there. Does anybody remember a radio station called 103.5 The Blaze? Brett, that might be a little bit before your time. 103.5 The Blaze. Who remembers that? Anybody out there? But how much was a beer in 1961? Ooh.
Oh, way cheaper than it is now. That's for
absolutely.
Sure.
Heck yeah. I think 1961, I wasn't born then, but I'm sure that they were, you could probably get a six-pack for like, you see the movies. They take $1 and get a six-pack.
Damn, like, what happened? Like, this is like
Taxes.
Everything's getting more expensive.
Everything went up. Absolutely. Yep. That's sad.
Yeah.
All right. So we talked about, Jackie says, yes, they remember it. They remember that. They remember 103.5, The Blaze. Yeah, that was the station I really grew up on. Blaze Q101 back in the day. That's good radio right there.
Yeah.
That's good radio. Brett, what's your favorite music? Or favorite, you like a lot of stuff, right?
Well, I love 80s, 90s, early 2000s, grunge, pop punk, emo, rock, alternative. Basically anything with a guitar in it, I like it.
What's pop punk?
Man, I could go on through hours about this, but like get a good pop punk is like Sum 41, All American Rejects, Simple
I know the All American.
Plan,
Okay.
like really, all those guys basically paved the way.
Okay. Do you play any instruments?
I used to play the violin in middle school.
Really?
Yeah, but I know if I picked it up now, it'd sound terrible.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll do that for your next episode. See
See if I still got it.
See if a brother still got the violin in him. I think the listeners wouldn't mind seeing that. I wouldn't mind either.
Hey, if you want to hew nails on a chalkboard, that's what it will probably sound like.
Time is 10:25 a.m. You are listening to and watching Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast, and we are here with the newest member of our team, Brett Puttin, who is my mentee from the Waubonsee Community College Triumph program. Shout out to Triumph, shout out to Trio, and shout out to all the organizations and educational institutions that give opportunities to young people. That's what it's all about, giving people a voice, right, Brett?
Yeah.
All right. Brett, I don't know if I want to drink Malort with you. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I don't know.
just, that's the last thing I pick.
Okay, we'll kick it someday, but you seem like a wild cat, Brett. I don't know.
More like wild card, but if I had like the cat use like headband, then I'll be a wild cat.
Okay. So Anthony Oliveras is here. Good morning to you, Anthony. Matt Hansen is here. Good morning to you, my dear brother, Matt Hansen. Jorge says that's something he didn't know. You playing violin. He didn't know that. Check that out. And Mary says, yes, play the violin. Jethro Tull. Jethro Tull. Boy, that's old school. Oh, wait, that was flute. I mean, Kansas. I know that band. Kansas is a good band.
Yeah, I know Kansas.
Is Kansas the one who sings that song, 25 of 624?
And I think that's Chicago.
That-
I know
that
that
is Chicago.
Kansas.
You're right.
It does like Carry On My Wayward Son.
That's right. Carry on my wayward son.
We should really just start a cover band, do something.
You know, that is a good idea. We'll call it Ebony and Ivory.
I'd be up for that.
Oh, that's funny. 25 or 64 is Chicago. That's right. That is right. And Kansas. Kansas is a good band. I like that. Yep. Becky Bo is here. Good morning to you, Becky.
Hey,
and
Becky.
Tracy Duran, 25 or 64 Chicago. Thank you very much. Eric Anthony Nantunton and Joe Nam. Good morning to you guys. Brett, here's the thing, man. We're going into the Christmas season. You got any plans for Christmas? Where are you going to be?
Well, for Christmas, every year we go to my grandmother's place in Bartlett on the 24th.
Okay.
Then we are hosting at Christmas. My mom's family is going to come over that day. And then the day after is the day we take a day off. We don't do anything. We don't go anywhere. It's perfect.
Right.
My favorite day of the year, really. But, yeah.
Christmas is?
Well, Yeah, and then the day after is just like the day where we don't do anything.
Right.
It's awesome.
That's the day. I don't know how other people's households are, but that's the day in my household where, you clean up everything. All right. Y'all have fun with the put them toys down. Clean up. Maybe that's just my household. Brett's all about family. Yes, he is. He consistently talks about his family. Good family man. Good family man.
Yeah.
All right. Sue Withrow is here. Good morning to you, Sue. Glad to
Sue.
see all of you great people. The time is 10:28 a.m. So I think for your next Thursday?
Well,
Come back on Thursday?
I can come in on like this Thursday and Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, like
We're still going to, we got to work out a schedule for you.
well, yeah,
which we'll
definitely.
do. Yeah, we'll work out your own radio schedule and we're going to, but you need a title. We need a segment title for you. Can the listeners think of a title for Brett? What are we going to call Brett's little portion? What are we, News with Brett? I don't know,
The
man.
Brett cast. I don't know.
The Brett cast? I kind of like that. You need your own little section, bro. You do. You need your own little section. I'm going to think about that. Jorge Castillo. What you think, big dog? Don't he need his own? He need
Come
his
on,
own little
George.
thing.
Got an idea, man. I know you do.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, the time is 10:29. Lena Devereaux says you're doing amazing.
Hey, then how's it going?
Kendron Thompson Sasser, good morning to you as well. Good morning to all of you, dear people. The time is 10:29 a.m. I'm going to think about that. I'm going to sleep on that.
Okay.
What am I like? What we're going to call Brett's own little section? Because I'm going to build, we'll make your own little playlist on our YouTube channel.
That sounds great.
As well, too. Oh, yeah, man. Brett, I told you I got you. I told you. This show exists to highlight the voices of people just like yourself and people doing good things, man. That's what it's all about. That's all I told you, man. I got you. I got you, man. I got you. I think so we'll probably do the same time Thursday. I think I got a meeting at like 11 though, so we'll check it out.
Okay.
We'll check it out and everything. Before we go, you got anything to tell the Brett's best? Ooh, Jackie Waldier? That's not bad. I'm feeling that.
I'd say I'm all right, not the best, but we'll wake up to that.
Hold on. Let's. OD says Puttin cast.
Yeah.
That's not that bad.
Like that'd be great.
I'm kind of feeling that. Stephen Fizor is here. Good morning. Don't fret with Brett in the morning. Oh,
now that sounds good.
Brandon Doyle. Doyle.
That's awesome.
Bob says putting the work in with Brett. Bob, that's kind of a mouthful. It's not bad. That's kind of a mouthful. But I like that. Putting in the work with Brett. Because it's Puttin, your last name, right?
Well, yeah, it's Puttin, but I've heard people say Puttin, Putin. I'm not related to that guy.
Right.
Not at all.
Right. Putting in the work with Brett. That's not that bad. That's not that bad.
Awesome.
That's kind of, I think we could work with that. Or the best of Brett. Ooh, that's not bad either. That's not bad either. The time is 10:31 a.m. Well, we as in radio, you don't typically go over, but this is a special occasion.
Yeah.
Brett, here's the thing. Most people listen to my voice in the radio, and they say that some like it and some don't. They think I sound kind of airy, my nose and everything like that. But, Brett, you're going to get the last word.
Okay.
Now, before you deliver it, I want to say thank you to our friends of Waubonsee Community College for bringing us together, man. I really
definitely.
do. Yep. Shouts out to the Triumph program, and thank you very much to all of the organizations and educational institutions that help provide opportunities to young people. Brett, the show ends on a positive note. What's your message today? What's your outro?
Well, my group chat from Q101 said this is the best way to do it. So, stay classy, Aurora.
Stay classy. I like that. That's not too bad, my man. That's not too bad. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this was the very, very first part segment piece with Brett Puttin. So get ready to see more of Brett. Brett is part of the Good Morning Aurora family. I'm glad to have him. We're glad to be the kind of place that people can share their ideas and learn something from. So thank you very much for everybody who tuned in today, and get ready to see more of Brett here on the second largest city's first daily news podcast. And all the people who remember 103.5 The Blaze, a special shout out to all of you great people. And shout out to Q101 too, by the way. Way to go, Brett. You killed it. Oh, wait. Hold on. Scratch that up. Lana says, let's get Puttin. Ooh.
Oh, now that would be good.
Let's get Puttin. I'll let you vote. You let me know which of these sounds best to you.
I'll put up a poll or something.
Yeah, that's absolutely.
Yeah, that's what we should do.
Absolutely.
Put up a poll, and then whichever gets the most, it'd be good. I'll even put it on my page.
I'm feeling that.
Yeah.
I'm feeling that. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys all have a blessed, fantastic day. Take care of yourself and each other. And stay classy, like Brett said. We out.